Very warm welcome to Must Know Topics. In this particular series, I'll be taking down various lecturate and GD topics which will be helpful in preparing for various government competitive examinations, including services selection board interviews. The topic that I'll be taking today is modernization in Indian Armed Forces, and this will be the 26th lecturate of the series. I'll be covering this particular topic in 5 divisions, that is introduction part, then Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Air Force, and finally the conclusion part. Well, coming to the introduction part, Indian Armed Forces consist of 3 professional services: Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. Additionally, the armed forces are supported by Indian Coast Guard and paramilitary organization and various inter-services commands and institutions such as Strategic Force Command, the Andaman Nicobar Command, and Integrated Defense Staff. The Indian Armed Forces, if you consider, then it is the world's 5th most powerful military. Now let me give you a brief description about Indian Army. Now, Indian Army is divided as fighting arms, and supporting services. If we consider the fighting arms, the corps and the regiments are armored infantry and mechanized infantry, whereas supporting arms consist of artillery, engineers, Army Air Defense, Army Aviation Corps, and signals. Supporting services include ASC, Army Medical Corps, Army Ordnance Corps, RVC, Central Military Police, Defense Security Corps, then many more. Well, coming to the modernization of the Indian Army, the major reason for its modernization is that it requires strategic mobility and high volume free power. So it is very important. Moreover, there are severe deficiencies in artillery. For particularly if we see, then in case of self-propelled guns, there is a huge deficiency of self-propelled guns, and moreover in ammunition stock, and thus this is a major concern, and it is required that modernization happens. Now, there is an inability of modern tanks to operate in the heat and desert regions around the international borders such as India, Pakistan. If we see, then near the Gujarat borders and Rajasthan border, the conditions are not appropriate, like there is a large amount of heat in summer, and moreover it's a desert regions, and there is an inability for the tanks to operate in such conditions. So we need to improve the same. Now, what can be done? Basically, we can induct 284 Arjun main battle tank, induction of Arjun Mark II variant, T-90s main battle tank from Russia, upgradation of T-72 fleet, advanced air defense gun, air defense gun. Then the Indian Army plans to procure around 3,000 to 4,000 pieces of artillery at the cost of 3 billion USD, and that includes towed artillery gun, mounted artillery gun, self-propelled wheeled, self-propelled tracked M777 155 howitzers. Now, latest inventions, if we see, then DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization, recently launched the Spinaka multiple rocket launcher, which can launch 12 HE rockets, that is high explosive rockets, in just a period of 14 seconds, and this is an example of modern advancement of technology. Now, even modernization includes bulletproof helmets, HHTI, that is handheld thermal imaging, then listening devices, or BMS, that is battlefield management system, and this was introduced this has been introduced in the recent past in order to integrate various combat units, and the estimated strength would be around 40,000 crores. Now, recently the Chief of Defense Staff, General Bipin Rawat, said that by 2022 we need to create at least 5 theater commands. So basically, the theater command will bring up synergy between the armed forces, that is Army, Navy, and Air Force, and this is very important for modernization. Moreover, Indian Armed Forces, including Indian Army, they practice various war exercises with friendly countries, and this helps them to gain information. This helps them to learn many newer tactics and use various other weapons. Now, coming to the Indian Navy, now presently Indian Navy has around 2 aircraft carriers, 10 destroyers, 14 frigates, and 1 nuclear powered attack submarine. So this is the present strength of Indian Navy. Now modernization, if we see, then Scorpion class submarine has been ordered, six Scorpion class submarines, then INS Talwar and Shivalik frigates. Kolkata class destroyers was introduced, which is equipped with BrahMos cruise missiles. Then INS Vikrant, which is currently developing at Cochin. This is one aircraft carrier. Seaplan Mark II is expected. Romeo helicopter from US. The deal was signed when US President Mr. Donald Trump visited India in the month of February. Then Poseidon 8 India maritime aircraft deal. And in the year 2008, 2 maritime patrol aircraft were ordered, and more 4 has been ordered in the year 2016. Apart from that, Harpoon Block 2 missiles, that is 10 anti-guided missile 84L Harpoon Block 2 air launch missile. This can be fitted into this P-8I aircraft and fired. Moreover, 16 Mark 54 all up round lightweight torpedoes have also been ordered, and this is from Raytheon company of US. So AGM 84L, if we see, this is of 92 million USD deal, and torpedoes is of 63 million USD. Coming to Indian Air Force, the modernization has happened. Like there has been we have created around 6 Akash surface to air missile squadrons. Then multi-role transport aircraft by Russian Panthers and Hindustan Aeronautics Limited is also being constructed. Unmanned aerial vehicle squadron has been created for ground and aerial surveillance. Spice 2000 bombs from Israel, which was used in the airstrike, that is Surgical Strike 2.0. 3 Rafale jets has been handed over to India from Dassault Aviation France, and AH-64E helicopters from United States. And this is part of the latest deal of US and India. And moreover, there are various aerostate units which are being developed across the border in order to monitor and signal, in order for monitoring and signaling purposes. Now basically, if you see in the recent news, Indian Army is planning to create tour of duty for officers and soldiers in order to save money. Well, basically, as per the report which was published in Hindu newspaper, for a soldier who has served for a period of 17 years, his lifetime, the money that is spent for lifetime on that soldier would be around 11 crores. And if Indian Army is able to save that same amount for around 1000 soldiers, then it can save around 11,000 crores, which will be very helpful in modernization purpose. In the similar manner, for a short service commission, the amount spent is around 6.87 crores for training and all and other cost. And in this manner, if Indian Army provides Indian Army brings up this tour of duty for youth generation, it will also increase the youth manpower, but it will also increase the youth manpower, and it will give an opportunity to the civilians who don't want to take it as a career but want to experience the army way of life. Now basically, in Indian Army is trying to cut down its cost so that it can be utilized in modernization purpose. But according to me, if we particularly see, instead of cutting down the cost, it is more important that the government brings up more and more policies and more tax reforms. Then it can focus on self-development or self-dependent. It can improve the trade, it can improve the economy, so that the budget automatically increases instead of cutting down the cost. Now for example, if a person has to experience an army way of life, then they can join the NCC. They can get a gist of it. It's like nursery to them, those who want to join the army. So basically they can just give an experience by joining the National Cadet Corps instead of deploying them for a period of 3 years. So in order to modernize the forces, the budgets needs to be increased. Presently, as far as I Remember, it is around 3.3 lakh crore of 2020 to 2021 budget. If you see, the armed forces budget is around 3.3 lakh crore, if I'm not wrong. And the budgets can be improved substantially if the economy rises. And moreover, we have a potent military threat in our neighbors like China and Pakistan. And China, recently there is a standoff between China and India over Sikkim issue and the Ladakh region. Thus, it is very much important that the modernization happens. So, I hope this topic would have been useful. In case you like this video, do hit the like button and subscribe the channel. Thank you.